Hey guys, it's thejazandbrand.com, and I'm here with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood's Miles Brock. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to talk to you. You're
Thank
very
you for
entertaining
having me.
on the show. Everyone's talking about you, good and bad.
Good and bad.
So why'd you decide to do reality TV?
Because I knew that my storyline was pretty unique,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I would help people with my story.
Okay.
So, you know, I definitely had my reservations in regards to it, but hey, I'm here and I'm here sitting with you now, right?
Right. How has your experience been thus far?
It's been rocky, it's been scary, it's been stressful,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, at the end of the day, I thank Mona for allowing me to tell my story, you know what I mean, on the show, and her having us on there, giving the LGBT community a voice finally, you know what I'm saying, and show our struggle and what we go through too. So,
How difficult was it for you to decide to share your personal life on the show?
it was very difficult. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say, oh, it was just hunky dory. You know, I'm not even talking to half my family right now, but you know, the feedback that I get from the fans thanking me, and the emails and the tweets and all the lives that have been affected by my story,
Mm-hmm.
that's the real reason why I did it. You know, it makes all the stress and everything that I went through worth it.
Okay. I think I heard, and you could clarify this, that some of the cast was apprehensive about filming with you.
Right.
Was that true or false?
That was totally false. I had just actually woke up one morning and it was on TMZ. Like, what the heck? The cats don't want to film with us. Like,
Right.
we got scenes. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So that was totally false. I think that was just something to stir up the whole gist of a gay couple being on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, talk to me about your music. You are a rapper.
I am a rapper. I was formerly in a R&B group, Mars Boys.
Okay.
I was the rapper of that group. Unfortunately, we disbanded. And I've been on my solo tip, you know, for the past two and a half years, you know what I mean? And I just dropped my first video.
Okay.
My EP is on iTunes.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, I'm a West Coast rapper, and I'm out here in these streets ready to show, you know, the world what I got.
Okay, cool. Well, let's talk a little bit of drama.
Okay.
Your friend Amber is on the show with you.
Absolutely.
When you guys started the show together, what was your relationship status?
We're best friends.
Okay.
We're best friends, you know. Amber's my ex. We have been together for a long time.
Okay. How long's a long time?
10 some odd years. And we had broken up, and you know, we were still in each other's lives. After being together for that long, I have a tightness to her family, she got a tightness to my family,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody, I think, always knew we was gonna get back together and get married.
Okay.
And she noticed that I was kind of pushing her away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were becoming more and more and more distant. So she just kind of started to be like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Like, you got a whole new family? You know, you got a baby? Like, what's up?
Right.
And the show just follows me figuring out a way on how to tell her. You know what I mean? Because there's never a right way to tell somebody that.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure things out, you know, and I know it looks like I'm leading her on, and I'm not trying to lead her on. I'm just trying to figure out how to even let these words come out of my mouth, you know, to you. So.
Okay. When you guys were together, or before the show, or at any point, did she ever ask you, were you bi or were you gay? Did she ever?
She did,
Okay.
because people had said it to her before, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And I had just kind of shunned it off and brushed it off. You know, people had said it since back in the day, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, he got a little something, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Had their remarks, but yeah.
Prior to your relationship with Milan,
No.
had you ever thought about telling your family or coming out at all?
Yeah, I just didn't know when. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I never really imagined myself being in a relationship with a guy. I was just kind of like experienced, like, why do I have these feelings, and having experiences. And then, you know, fell in love with Milan, and, you know, things just happened organically the way they did.
Okay. Do you consider yourself, or did you consider yourself on the down low?
On the down low, no. Not on the down low. Discreet, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Or scared to
What's the
tell
difference?
people.
And I'm not trying to be
No, absolutely.
condescending.
I feel like the down low is men who actively sleep with men and women. And
Okay.
the women don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A man who hides that he sleeps with men while he's sleeping with women.
Okay.
When me and Amber broke up, I haven't been with a woman since. You know,
Okay,
I've just
gotcha.
kind of been experiencing and been with Milan. So, and figuring out a way to let people know this is what I'm going through. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
absolutely not on the down low, not going back and forth. You know, messing with women and men. I don't get down with that.
Okay. Now, on the show, you mentioned that in your religion, your sexuality is a sin.
Right.
Do you still feel that way today, or how do you feel about it now since you kind of shared your?
You know what? I really don't have that answer. You know what I mean? I know it says it in the Bible, and all I can do is keep praying, keep reading my Bible, keep God with me, and take it a day at a time. I'm still taking it a step at a time. When it comes to religion and, you know, homosexuality, I'm still understanding it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm here for a reason. You know. So,
Have you sought like counsel or advice from like pastors that are open to that concept of
that are open to it?
Yeah. No, but there are some pastors.
There are some. For the first time, I've met a couple. I don't know if you know. We just did a special out in hip hop.
I know
we
that.
had a couple. Yeah, we had a couple pastors that was on the couch that supported the LGBT community, which was a shock to me. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, dang.
And they were black too, right?
And they were all black. Right? So, yeah, I did go seek counseling when I first had. Go to a pastor when I first had feelings about this, and just to ask about it.
What did he say?
They automatically wanted to cast demons out of me. Cast demons, cast demons, cast demons. So after that, I was like, that's the devil. You know what I mean? That's mentally, that's how I process things. But yeah, to see the pastors at the Out in Hip Hop segment sit there and be advocates for the LGBT community, it was amazing. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? So.
You mentioned before, or no, you didn't mention it. I read somewhere that you were the youth pastor before. Are you still the youth pastor?
No. That's when I was younger.
Okay.
And, you know, going to church with my family, I led the youth at my church. So I was like the big bro to everybody, you know, and would speak sometimes and, you know, be the role model for them. So that's why, looking at me today, it's like, dang.
Well, do you feel like less of a role model or more of a role model?
I feel like more of a role model because so many people's lives have been affected by my story and can connect with my story, you know what I mean, and connect with me. I feel like I do feel like I let some people down probably at my church though, you know what I mean? That I'm like turning against their beliefs and the beliefs that I've been raised, the beliefs that have been instilled in me as a child. I'm totally turning against that and saying this is what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So,
how old were you when you realized you were gay?
Bisexual?
I'm sorry, bisexual. I'm sorry. Is that what you consider yourself?
Yes,
Because you like
absolutely,
women too.
Absolutely.
Do you have a preference? Do you?
I think it's the person.
Okay.
I think it's all genuinely who I fall in love with. You know, how you looking in my eyes right now, you know, stuff like that.
So,
you know.
How old were you realize you were bi, or you liked men too, or you were attracted?
I can say I can go back to being as young as in elementary.
Okay.
But I just thought, you know, it's just we're human beings. Like we're naturally curious about nature and about just everything in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just thought it was just something like that until I got older in high school and it was like, okay, you still curious about the same thing? Okay, you grown, still same thing. Oh, what's up? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So when you say curious, like how you felt about a woman is how you would feel about a man, like.
Yeah, well, it would be like.
Because I don't know. I don't know what that.
Absolutely. Like I would just have the same connection and feeling with like my best friends that I would with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like, do I like you? You know?
Gotcha.
I don't know, like what's going on?
Gotcha.
You know?
So I was all in your Instagram and your Twitter, all up in your social media.
Okay.
So you have some supporters and you have some people that are critics.
Absolutely.
How do you handle, I guess, the negativity? Like, how do you handle the critics?
You know what? I knew with being on the show and opening up my life and giving everybody the okay, I'd say, to have an opinion about my life, I knew that was going to come. You know what I mean? So I was ready for it. You know, I just kind of block it out, tune it out, and focus on the positive and people that are supporting me, and just roll with that. You know.
Okay. So you have thick skin, or you just?
I do have thick skin. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still human. Some things I do read kind of get to me. You know what I mean? Like, damn. But you know, it's cool for the most part. I brush it off and keep it moving.
Okay. And you've always been like that?
I have. I've always been like that. I can say since I was younger. People have always had an opinion about me. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know, just kind of push it away. Like I said, I'm not even talking to half of my family right now. And am I affected by that? Absolutely. Does it hurt me? Absolutely. But you know, I'm keeping it pushing.
Okay.